In this video, I'll be showing you how to format your paper using Chicago Manual of Style. If you don't know what CMS is, or if you want a quick refresher, be sure to watch our CMS overview video first. Just a note before we get started. For the purposes of this video, I'll be setting up a document on Google Docs. If you're using a different word processor like Microsoft Word, then you should have all of the same features I'm using. They might just be in a slightly different place. If you ever have trouble with your word processor, please make an appointment with us at the SLC. We would be more than happy to help. This is the paper I'll be formatting. And right away, I'm going to start with changing the font. We want it to be Times New Roman, size 12, and we want it to be double-spaced. You'll also want to be sure that all of your margins are 1 inch. This is usually the default setting, but it doesn't hurt to check. And it looks like we do have 1 inch margins. Now it's time to enter in some basic information. Our name, the date, the name of the class, etc. In CMS, this information can go in one of two places. You can put it in a formal title page that goes before your paper, or you can make a heading at the top of your page in the left corner. Be sure to ask your instructor what their preference is between a title page and a heading. I'm going to show you how to make a title page first. We want a full blank page before our paper begins. Now, we'll click about 1/3 of the way down, and this is where your title will go. It'll be centered, and it'll be in all caps. Next, you'll click down a couple lines before the very bottom, and this is where your name and everything else is going to go. This is what a title page will look like. Now let's look at what this would be as a heading. I'll scroll down and put this in the upper left-hand corner. First, I'll enter my name, the date, and the name of the class. Now, I need to put my title somewhere, and it won't actually go up here. It'll go in the center right above my first paragraph. One note, we'll want to make this single-spaced. And this is what your heading would look like. There's one last step in formatting our paper, and that is to put your last name and the page number in the upper right-hand corner. I'll go to Insert, Page Number, and I'll select this one. Always make sure this is in our correct font, Times New Roman, size 12. Now there's one trick with this, because we do want the last name and the page number here, but we actually don't want it on our first page. So if you have an option here that says different first page, click it. And that should make it disappear. You might have an option that's slightly differently worded than that, but it should say something similar. And then if you look down, the numbering starts here. Let's quickly review what we covered. When we're setting up a paper in CMS, you'll want to use a size 12 font in Times New Roman, double spaced. You want 1 inch margins, indented paragraphs, either a title page or a heading on the first page that provides your name, the date, and the name of the class. You want your last name and page number in the upper right-hand corner, and you don't want it on the first page. If that feels like a lot of information though, do not panic. As a RimCAD student, you have access to the Liberal Arts Writing Guide. If you don't have a copy of this already though and you can't find it in your class, reach out to us and we can send one your way. Also note that your specific instructor may have preferences that differ from the ones in the Liberal Arts Writing Guide. If that's the case, always defer to what they are asking you to do, because they're ultimately the ones who are giving you a grade. Next in the video series, we'll be covering footnotes and citing images and creating a bibliography. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, please email us at learning@rimcad.edu or visit our self-scheduler at rimcad.mywconline.com.